this out Saturday. A couple of reasons. This airplane is only 59 3/4 ounces now, so it's light enough. Kind of nose heavy, but we'll see. Could be 60 ounces, I don't know, somewhere in there. Anyway, it's light enough. It has a nicer finish on it, and it hasn't appeared at the gnats before. So if I'm going to trim out the other airplane, monkey around with trimming that out, I'm going to trim this one out too, and we'll fly the best one of the two at the gnats. This one looks pretty good though. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to see if I can bone it out, see if it's ready to bone out. It has been hanging on the wall for a better part of a year from last year. So we'll see what happens. So it's more sanding, more rubbing. This is 3,000. I'm doing the open bays. We'll see what it looks like. I got my shirt that goes with this. Hey, what we got there? Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy. So we're sanding it still. We'll see what it looks like. Might have to sand with 2,000. This 3,000 doesn't seem to be cutting it. It's got to get dull, and then I got to bring up the shine. I got to hit it with 2,000. See, you've got to rub on it for 1,000,000 hours. So being very careful, use your soft sponge, 2,000 sandpaper, Windex, this could take a while. I do better in appearance judging with this airplane, but we'll see if we can make this one fly good. I'm thinking about putting a 15.5 Zor propeller on it. The only problem is it's electric prop. I don't know. You know, it's beechwood. I don't see why it wouldn't work. What's the difference between an electric prop and a... Except the hub is thinner. I don't see what it hurt myself. I gotta stay off that. Let's see if it flattened out now. Yeah, pretty much. This is the part that takes the longest, is rubbing these open bays. But boy, it sure does make a difference when you get them rubbed out. Go to 3,000 now. Remember what I tell you guys, that the shine comes from grease, elbow grease. Oh, it's dragging now. So it's a cutting. You can feel it when it's dragging. Be careful, I took a little red off there. There's not a whole lot of paint on this either. 1 quart of dope, that's all there is. No extra coats. 1 quart of dope total. PA 75 in this airplane, so it's a big block. I got some spray lacquer coming. Spray candy apple green. I'm going to tint this canopy green so it matches my other airplane. Oh boy. I won't bore you too much tonight with this because unless you guys want me to. I mean, you've got 10 watchers. Had a real good turnout on the at the field video. I think there was 35 people on it one time. We'll do some more of those, maybe this weekend. When I try this airplane out. If you were here, you could see that this is boned out. Right there, that'll polish nice. Flaps are almost there. This wing is going to take a while. Let's see here. Let's see if we can bring you a little closer. This is 3,000 grit sandpaper. When I get this sand, I'll go to 5,000. Then we'll go to the compound again. Now, if you look here, you can see that this is dull. That's what you want. We'll get all that shiners out of there. Any of you guys ever use electric prop on a gas motor? Chime in, let me know. I don't see why it won't work. Them hubs on them gas props are just so damn thick. This is an art in itself, so you don't rip the paper. Okay, let's go with 5,000 now. That's 3. That's 3. I know I got 5 here. That's 3. There we go. Here's 5. You can tell you're cutting. You see how this gets here, it looks white. That's clear on there. This white, it's clear. There'll be a big difference in this wing. Get it rubbed out. We'll go over this leading edge too. Now, I'll bring this camera in and maybe we'll see you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, this leading edge is pretty shiny. This is 5,000 grit paper. We want to dull it out. This paint should really shine because it's been curing for a year. Okay, that should be dull. Yep. Most guys, when they do the, oh no, I ruined my airplane. No. It'll really shine now. Really shine. Light finishes and shiny airplanes come from elbow grease. I'll give a comparison from side to side here in a second. The whole airplane gets this. I'll be done with this about Nat's time. I got 2 to do. Okay, now let's look at this. You look at this leading edge, you remember it was pretty shiny before I started. And I have flattened it completely out. I'll see if I can move the camera so you can see how flat it really is. Basically got this whole wing pretty flat. Okay. If you look at the wing, that's the side I haven't touched yet. I can't do a comparison shot in this software, but This is the side I just flattened out right here. It's basically flat. So we got this side that's the shine is up on it, and we got the other side that's flat. You can see the light in it, but it's not really shiny. So now we'll go for the polish. Now you can use finesse it by hand, but it works a lot better with a buffer. Bringing the heat up in it now. Oh yeah, I can read my shirt in it now, like a mirror. That's that baby grand piano finish I like. And there's less paint on this than there is on the Junar. But this was done the first time this way. I built this one right here in this apartment. After last year's gnats, I started this airplane. So it might see this year's gnats. Let's see here. Oh yeah. See if you can see my shirt. Read my shirt in that. Yep. course, I don't know, the light's not really good. Hey, Jim. Jim knows what this is all about. It is a lot of work. So I think on the open bays I'm going to use rubbing compound instead of polishing compound. And you ask why? Well, you can't put as much pressure on the open bays. So in order for me to cut the material, some guy in Sandy, let's see what he has got to say. No, those are trim flights. That wasn't practice flights. Like I say, as long as I'm going to be trimming airplanes, I'm going to do this one too. So I got choices. Oh, somebody else said something again. Yeah, that's cool. You don't want to have to add weight. I mean, sometimes you have to, but I sure hate doing it, adding weight. You especially don't want to have to add nose weight. I just hit the compound and sprayed it everywhere. This is a 6-ounce finish on this one. Yeah, I showed how to do that. Thank you, Alan. I showed everybody how to do that leading edge fillet. This big swoop here. Not very difficult. It does add a little weight, but when you got an airplane like this, you want a few style points. This is the namesake of my favorite airplane that I saw in '69 that got me started in all this business. Tom Warden's Continental. Modern numbers. This is an Art Shaw paint scheme. Of course, Tom's airplane was painted with aerogloss, and it was super shiny, but it was heavy. From what I understand, Bob Whiteley had it, but since he's passed away, who knows who has it. I think Whiteley had the Continental, or the Monado, too. I'm going to do this to the bottom yet. If I get one wing done tonight, I'll be happy. One panel. No, it won't be 4 ounces. Hello, everyone. Hi, Boris. Which chipmunk did you have? Did you have the Sig chipmunk? Oh, you did, yeah, Sig's chipmunk. The Van Loo chipmunk is different. And the chipmunk that I built as a younger guy in the 60s and late 60s, early 70s was different than all of them. You go to Flying Model Plan Service and it was a built-up wing and a built-up fuselage. I can't remember who designed it. Jim might know, he's on here. But an entirely different airplane than the Mike Stott and the Van Loo chipmunk. And that's the wing we used at that time. That Sig, not Sig, the chipmunk wing out of the Flying Models magazine. It's a very similar shape to this, 11.25 inch cord or 11.5 inch cord. I think it was a 56-inch wingspan. Jim, do you remember who designed that chipmunk that I'm talking about? No foam. It wasn't a foam wing airplane like the Van Loo. The built-up wing, and the plans were sold in flying models. I think $395. We wouldn't want to hear that happen. Bill Noyes had one too. You know, you think this is a lot of work, and it is. But when I get it closer, I will work one open bay at a time. I'll get one open bay till it's perfect, and move to the next one, and the next one, so on and so. And it takes a while. Like this one is starting to come up. This bay here is starting to look fairly good. Not perfect yet, but it's coming. I think it was early 70s that we were building that chipmunk out of flying models. Jim Van Loo, he lives in Missouri, or he did. I don't know if he's still. I haven't talked to him in forever. So I don't know if he's still alive or not. Most everybody's dead. There we go, she's coming up now. The hard surfaces aren't too bad. It's these open bays that give you problems. Yeah, it's pretty good there. First bay is getting there. Yeah, next time, well, sometime next week, this will be green. The canopy will be green. Candy apple green. There we go. Let's see if we can get this bay here. This bay here is a little flat. "18 watchers, 18 guys ready for torture." For you newcomers who don't know much about model airplanes, I am polishing paper. This is paper. You got to be really have a lot of finesse. Oh, my battery just died. Fortunately for me, this is snap-on. So and you could kill a finish in a heartbeat with this thing. I don't think I want to get that much smoother. Doesn't look like it. Just rub my ass off. Remember, it's never going to be a car. It's never going to be a motorcycle. We only got 6 ounces of paint on this, 1 quart. So we want to get the most out of it that we can get, and that's all you're going to get. And, you know, if I shot a coat of urethane on this baby be immaculate, but I'm not willing to sacrifice all that weight. If them guys tell you that, well, I shot a coat of urethane and I only had 1 ounce, call them out on it, because it's BS. This paint here, the first thing is if you have a quart of dope that's 50% thinner, the minute you spray it, 50% is going to go away because the thinner all disappears. And 60% of the dope will disappear, the weight of the dope. But with urethane, it's plastic. whatever you spray on stays on. It doesn't evaporate. Here's how you tell. Crack the can, leave the lid off, and see how much it weighs. Come back in a week and see how much it weighs. I think Dan Anderson was the designer or not. Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. Had a different shaped cowl and everything on it. It looked like a chipmunk. If you're talking about a Sig chipmunk, it's Mike Stott who did that. The Magnum was done by Mike Gretz. No, not Mike. Mike Gretz is another Mike. Oh, he's on the forum. God, I know the guy. I see him. Too many Mikes. Mike Scott, Mike Gretz, and Mike... hell was his name? Yeah, we almost got it. Cannot remember his name. Boy, this getting old sucks. Can't remember shit. I set my tools down and what the hell did I just do with it? That really bothers me now. I gotta look. Give me a second. I'll give you the answer. 1968 model Stuntman Chipmunk, 57 inches. I thought it was. Let's see here. We are looking for the mics. We'll go down here to events. Oh man, come on. Full-time stunt. I can see him in my mind. At the bench. What? No, we're not classifieds. Come on. Vendor's Corner, where the hell are you? There we are. I got everything collapsed down because come on. There we go. Well, I guess I can delete out Rabe. Air products. Do it right. CFC. Frank Bowman, I think I can get rid of him too. Mike Pratt. God, I couldn't think of his darn name. Mike Gretz, Mike Stott, and Mike Pratt. I believe they all work for SIG at the same time. Oh well. That's bad. I can't remember shit. Oh well. I guess let's put a little polish on it now. See what it looks like. That's 7,000 compound. Now we go for the 10,000. We're 50 minutes in. I still don't have a wing panel done. It just takes time. If you hear me varying the speed, it's because you got to wait for the compound to get kind of bleed off. You don't want to rub any faster than 1500 RPM. And the reason being, you stand a good chance to burn the paint if you spin it faster than 1500. Now, I have a buffer down there that'll, I think this one will do about 10,000. I mean, it really screams. Let's see. I'm going to take this pad off because it'll throw the pad off if I put it in second gear. Now listen to this. I don't know how fast that's going, but it's screaming. I run it in first gear because it's 1500 max in first. That green bottle is Turtle Wax and Dry. Has a little bit of carnauba in it. It's not the wax that I mean, I'll finish it off with carnauba once I get it rubbed out. But I'm just trying to get the compound off it. Boy, I gotta quit rubbing there. About rubbed through the stripe. I have to touch that up. It's real easy to do when you don't have any paint on it to rub through. Ask John, he knows. He's figuring it out. About 3 swipes of 1000 grit sandpaper and you're down to the bone. do nothing with that. I'll just leave it. One hour, one wing panel, one half a wing panel. Still won't beat Howard's finish. He's got lots of that spray shine on his airplane. Yep, busting through both ink lines. Gonna have to be what it is. But I'll give you a look at, tell me which wing looks better. This one or the inboard. Okay. Here's a look at the inboard wing. Pull both of them down to the same height. Same height, same angle. That's the inboard wing. That's the outboard wing. You look, you can see the lamp in the background off the light. You can see the fluorescent bulbs off the wing, and you can see the blue paper behind it. And that really looks nice when you're got it sitting out on the tarmac in the sun. Of course, this is my favorite paint scheme anyway. Red, white, and blue. That really... Don't get me wrong, the inboard wing is nice. I can see my face in it okay, but you could shave in this side. Look here. Yeah, I can shave in this side. You can't in that side, not quite. We got any questions? I mean, I realize that this is a fairly boring process. Not much excitement. We'll have excitement this weekend. We take these out to fly them. This wingspan on this is 5 foot 1 inches. I think is it 5 foot or 5'1"? Let's see. It weighs right at 60 ounces. depending on the crop that I'm using. $29 to there, 29 and a half. Yeah, it's 60 inches. PA 75, 60 ounces. Not too bad a weight. I'll bring this out to the field this weekend. I know you guys have seen it on here before. It's been hanging on the wall. Next year we'll drag out the Thunderbolt. So I got two airplanes that are Nats worthy here in Dayton. I got a couple more back in St. Louis, but I ain't there. Well, we've been on for an hour. I appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, share, all that good business. Let's go, Brandon. See ya.